I think my best description of Anne's work is soft imagery made from dangerous materials. She somehow manages to transform this hideous, hard, very everyday material into something that looks quite fluid. You know, if you said, oh, I'm showing the work of a sort of rural Yorkshire artist, you wouldn't expect this.
Well, my name is Anne Thalheim, and I work in North Yorkshire in the countryside, and this is my shed, my studio. I've always made things, so since childhood anyway. You know, little toys or garments, even the houses for the Barbie doll. You know, I didn't buy them. Yeah, I'm preparing for this exhibition at the Mercer. The theme is costume. For part of the collection will be showing 18th century, 19th century dresses. It really joins with my work, it echoes with my work because of the interest in costume that comes about, and talking about items of garment that encase a woman. You're forced into a role of seduction. It's really like an armor as well that you hide inside or you're stuck in. Eventually you start using these items of seduction, but eventually you're caught in them, as the other person is as well. The person you attracted is also caught in that. It becomes a cage.
I mean, some things look like you could be walking into a lingerie shop. These materials are made to look so delicate. And then on the other hand, you're looking at things that look like samurai armour or weapons. So again, it's this deliberate confusion of things that are painful and evil and things that are beautiful and soft.
I don't use words in my work, but the titles are important. It's like choosing the buttons, finishing when you buy the material for your dress or whatever, and you choose the button. This is the last fun bit, you know. Jezebel, the red crinoline, is after Bette Davis in that movie with Henry Fonda, where she's a Southern belle. And instead of going to the ball, the special ball in white, like all the girls were going to wear, she chose to go in red, making her statement, so that was very revealing.
There's a strong literary theme in everything that Anne does. That's part of her background. She studied language and literature, and one of the bigger pieces she's made is based on this passage from Far From the Madding Crowd, when they discover after his death this room full of things he's bought as gifts for Bathsheba. So
I thought of watching Far From the Madding Crowd, Mr. Boldwood buying all these garments for Bathsheba in the hope that she would marry him. And the book says he came back home in stealth, you know, secretly putting them in, wrapping them, labeling them with the years, 7 years ahead. So I had my wardrobe shape, basically, and hung my things in it. The garments that, over time, because she's left the nest or she never was in it, all those garments started to morph into a certain sort of red dwarfy, catty type of thing. You know, they became organic forms, so their bonnets became plants. The parasols became strange cultivars, or the crinoline was a sort of changing into a sort of undersea plankton form, and that added to it, having them all together. This is using the steel band, a stainless steel band, builder's band, and it comes into a coil, and this uses 2 of those. So I secured the position with cable ties, and this is a anti-burglar device or anti-intruder device, and it just fitted nicely into this piece. I think I'll call it Farthingale actually, because it's reminiscent of the farthingale used in Elizabethan times to puff up your dress at the waist. The nickname was bum roll as well. That's part of Mr. Boldwood's cash. It's his desire for a nest became part of the work. And these are just ties as well that you can buy, and tile spacers, wall tile spacers. That's Nest Neighborhood, Now the tags, that's when the revolution came with the tagging revolution, using the insect mesh with the tags, and starting from the bottom and weaving through how to make a circular form so you cut your shape in a certain way. Again, it's all sewing coming in, and building a wasp's nest. But not only using the tags as tags, but as embellishment of a contrasting color.
I think people coming to see this exhibition are going to be rewarded in quite a number of ways, because really this is the first time that Anne has shown her work, you know, kind of retrospectively, because there are work from various periods all brought together. And I think her work is a revelation. I think it will be a surprise to people to find